Live from Citizen TV, this is The Explainer with Yvonne Okwara.
That's right, and Njoki Shege is our sign language interpreter. Let's begin the program tonight with President William Ruto, who has warned demonstrators against provoking the police, saying the force is among the respected on the continent. The president has also warned against disruption of peace and normalcy with regard to planned protests on Wednesday. The president reading from the same script with Inspector General of Police Douglas Kanja, who cautioned protesters against attempts to access protected areas ahead of the planned demonstrations on Wednesday, the 25th of June. IG Kanja says stern action will be taken against anyone who tries to breach security at State House, Nairobi. Emmanuel Tor reports.
It has been billed as the mother of all demonstrations yet, as the country marks 1 year since the historic Gen Z-led protests, which hit a high on the 25th of June 2024.
Savvy.
And it appears it is all hands on deck for the security agencies. The Inspector General of Police Douglas Kanja firing a warning shot at the demonstrators who are planning to occupy State House.
It is important to note that unauthorized persons must refrain from accessing protected areas under the Protected Areas Act.
The demos, which have been dubbed Occupy State House, are expected, according to the order of activities from the planners, to culminate with the occupation of the house on the hill in the afternoon. Just as they did a year ago when they ran over the security around Parliament, invading and occupying it, the protesters have threatened to do the same on one of the most protected areas on the land. Kanja warning those who will be on the streets against inciting the police, adding that goons who wreaked havoc in the city a week ago will be dealt with should they make a comeback.
The public is also urged to refrain from provocative acts directed to police officers in the execution of their duties. We assure the public that we will continue pursuing and dismantling criminal networks to ensure the safety and security of all Kenyans.
Security has been beefed up in and around the capital in a move which could potentially put the city in the same sort of a temporary lockdown to protect critical government infrastructure such as the judiciary, Parliament and State House. President William Ruto had earlier on put those who will disrupt peace on notice.
Nobody is above the law. None of us is above the law. You cannot intimidate the police. You cannot use force against the police or insult or threaten the police. You are threatening our nation.
It is only in Kenya where a citizen will say they will invade Parliament, they will invade the judiciary, they will visit State House, and they still walk scot-free, not charged, and even when they are taken to court, Your Excellency, they will be released on, and they are told you can just go home for free. Kenyans need to appreciate that it is important to have the discipline that these men and women have.
The president was speaking when he hosted the National Police Service at State House, Nairobi. It is calm before the storm, before the first anniversary of the June 25th demonstration, with focus now shifting to the police to see whether they will conduct a peaceful protest, one that will be devoid of deaths or injuries. Emmanuel Tor, Citizen TV.